So we all know that the Multiverse Saga has not been up to par with the Infinity Saga, and that's for many reasons. Mainly due to the overabundance of projects, mainly with the Disney Plus series side of things. So I thought that'd be a good idea to go over my version of the Multiverse Saga and how I would fix it. So in this video, I'll be going over Phase 4 and how I would fix the start of the Multiverse Saga. And this will only feature movies, so characters like She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel will not appear in this version of Phase 4. Phase 4 would begin with Captain America: Brave New World, which would be a film version of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The movie would be the same plot as the Disney Plus series, with Sam and Bucky teaming up to take down the Flag Smashers. John Walker would be the main villain of the movie after he goes insane after taking a stolen version of the Super Soldier Serum. The finale would see Sam and Bucky team up to take down John Walker and defeat him in the end, with Sam reclaiming the shield. The movie would end with Sam Wilson fully accepting the responsibility and becoming Captain America full-time. The post-credit scene would show John Walker being approached by Valentina to be recruited into her Thunderbolts project. The next movie in Phase 4 would be The Eternals, and this is a project that I would change quite a bit. First off, I didn't like that they made Icarus the villain in the movie, so in this version, he would be the main character. I would keep the storyline about the Celestial rising from the Earth because I do actually think that's a pretty cool storyline. The main plot of the movie, though, would revolve around the Eternals reuniting to take down the last of the Deviants. The ending would stay the same, with Arshan the Celestial stealing some of the Eternals as punishment for stopping the Celestial birth. The post-credit scene would stay the same, with Star Fox appearing to help the Eternals find the other missing Eternals. The next movie in Phase 4 would be Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and this is a movie that I would not change at all. The movie would stay the same, with Shang-Chi facing off against his father and to protect his mother's long-lost village. And I would keep the post-credit scene with Shang-Chi meeting Bruce Banner and Carol Danvers as they try to discover what the rings are. The next movie in Phase 4 would be Spider-Man: No Way Home, and this is another movie that I would not change whatsoever. The movie would stay the same, with Peter meeting Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in a multiverse adventure. Tom Hardy's Venom does not fit in my Multiverse Saga at all, so this post-credit scene would not happen at all. Instead, I would have a post-credit scene of Wanda Maximoff approaching Doctor Strange requesting his help, which would lead into my version of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is the Phase 4 project that I would change the most. The movie would follow Wanda, who approaches Doctor Strange requesting his help after she finds the Darkhold, which is corrupting her soul. Wanda would lose control of her powers, and her and Steven would be plunged into the multiverse on a crazy journey. They would meet the Illuminati, who would be composed of heroes from the 2000s Marvel movies like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier, Ewan Grufford's Reed Richards, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, and more. The Illuminati, instead of being killed off, would have Charles Xavier enter Wanda's mind and figure out what is going on with her. Charles would discover that Wanda's mind was being tampered by Nightmare, and they would attempt to exorcise the demonic being from her. Steven would exorcise Nightmare from Wanda's body, and the two would team up to banish the demonic being to the dark dimension forever. In the aftermath, Steven and Wanda would return to their own universe, and he would begin to train her how to use her magic abilities. Post-credit scene would show the Illuminati discussing that if these incursions keep happening, it could lead to the death of the multiverse as a whole. Next project in Phase 4 would be Thor: Love and Thunder, and this would be a much darker version of the real-life film. Thor would be a much more terrifying villain in this movie, as he would be slaughtering god after god. Like in the real-life movie, Thor would team up with Valkyrie, Jane, and Korg to find Gore, who's attempting to find eternity. Russell Crowe would appear as Zeus, but he would be a much more sinister and evil version than in the other film. Knowing that she's already gonna die, Jane Foster sacrifices her life to stop Gore from finding the realm of eternity. Because of Jane's death, Thor literally obliterates Gore to pieces, which causes him to be unworthy of Mjolnir. This act would cause Thor to lose his powers, and he would return to Earth to live as a mortal man. Not knowing that Thor's lost his powers, the post-credit scene would show Hercules being sent by Zeus to kill Thor. The next movie in Phase 4 would be Captain Marvel 2. This would be similar to the Marvels, but with a twist. Because I'm not doing a Miss Marvel TV show, this will only feature Carol, Monica, and Nick as the main characters. The movie would feature Captain Marvel attempting to stop the Kree led by Darwin, who are trying to eradicate all the Skrulls. Monica would go through an accident receiving cosmic powers in this movie, but she would not be trapped in a different universe like in the Marvels. Instead, the two would team up to stop Darwin, and they would try to find the Skrulls a new home on Earth. The post-credit scene is revealed that there is an evil army of Skrulls already on Earth infiltrating many governments. The next film in Phase 4 would be Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and I would not change anything about this film. The story would stay the same, with Wakanda having a war against Talokan led by Namor the Submariner. The ending of the movie would stay the same, with Shuri and Namor having their fight and Wakanda and Talokan finally coming to peace with each other. But that peace will not last, because in the post-credit scene, Doctor Doom will be revealed to be wanting to invade Wakanda. This post-credit scene will be Doctor Doom's MCU debut, and he'll be a massive figure in the Multiverse Saga going forward. Phase 4 will conclude with Avengers: Secret Invasion. This will be the first Avengers movie after Endgame. The movie will follow Nick Fury recruiting a new team of Avengers to help him defeat the rogue Skrulls on Earth that are infiltrating the governments. The Avengers lineup would include Captain America, Captain Marvel, Hulk, War Machine, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, and Shang-Chi. Many Skrull impersonators would be revealed in this movie, including Everett Ross and Rhodey, but the real versions of those characters would be found by the end. The finale of the movie would feature Gravik becoming the Super Skrull and him battling the Avengers, and he would be defeated in the end. The ending of this movie would feature the new Avengers being led by Captain America and Captain Marvel as they prepare for the future. The post-credit scene would feature the Council of Kangs being revealed as we finally know who the big villain of the MCU will be after this, Kang the Conqueror. The Council would begin to discuss their plans about their complete conquest of the multiverse. Well, that was my plan for Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the first part of the Multiverse saga. Let me know what you thought and if you would like to see Part 2, which would cover Phase 5.